What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to this new video here on my channel. Today we're here for WOR. It's a social race around Qatar, as you might see. Um, yeah, we obviously had the PSGL social race already, but that one didn't really go very well at all. We didn't really have a good setup either, so yeah, was just struggling for pace here. So now we're in Qatar. Hopefully this race is gonna go better. As you'll see, we're racing in the midday. That's due to FPS issues on PC. So the FPS is very bad when Qatar gets driven on midnight for some reason in online sessions. So yeah, that's why we're on midday. So on the first lap in qualifying, done a 0.409 first sector, I think. Not bad for a banker, but this corner to the right, we just completely missed the apex, and yeah, it's not been a great lap so far. Into this left-hander, very tricky corner. Go a little bit wide, but we get the power down quite nicely. Now head on to the sector 2 split, and it's going to be a 105 split, which for banker is alright. Yeah, not bad at all actually. It's now through the flat out section into this left-hander. We lift, downshift, but yeah, we just understeer out wide. We get an invalidation. Yeah, it's a very big shame, but it is what it is. This final corner was pretty decent, and we come
Sinds goede
up to the line. It's a pretty long run down to turn one, and it's a 417. Would have
Wat zit
been
erbij?
B2 for the time being, I think, at that time, because Sergio Sabrina set up point 0.2 banker, which is very good. As now we are heading into our second run, opening the DRS, going down the start finish straight. Sergio Sabrina actually improves again, a little improvement this time, but now we're going to focus on our own lap. It's down to turn one, just before the 50 meters, fourth gear, short shift up to fifth. I'm using all the road on the exit now to this left-hander, fourth gear, short shift up to fifth, and it's been a pretty good first sector so far. Now into this right-hander, just after 50 meters board with brake, go a little bit wide, but now into the second right, we do that quite nicely, and now we are just up on our last first sector. On this exit, we gain a little bit more time. Now into this right-hander, we went wide last time. Now we stick to the apex very nicely, and we gain like almost a tenth through this flat out right hander. Now into this left, and this corner was actually very nice. We got the car tucked in nicely, the car clipped up nice, and we're gonna do a 0.965 split, which is on for a good lap. Through the flat out section again, staying in 7 clear. Now through this corner that we messed up last time, and we do it quite nicely. We gain some more time on the delta. And now the final corner to go, and yeah, it just hasn't been very good at all. Just not any
Lekker
minimal
hoor.
speed really.
Ja.
Missed the apex a little bit as well. We lost about half a tenth. Would have been a point one, but
Ja.
yeah, we in the end it's only a point two, and we go into P2, so it's not bad at all. Just behind Cypher there and Sergio Sabrino, just ahead of him. So now into our final run of qualifying. Usually, qualifying doesn't go with three valid runs, but this time it might. So now, again, into turn one, just before the 50, stay in fifth gear this time. We gain a little bit of time using all the road on the exit. Into this left, we go a little bit wide, but we carry decent speed and we're pretty much equal in our delta. Surge speed is a 0.084. So into this right hander, a lot closer to the apex this time. A lot more speed carried also for this right hander, so now we're up again. But now into this left hander, we just lock the rears a little bit and we lose the rear end and we lose like half a tenth on this corner. So now into this right hander, a little bit wide, but still we carry pretty good speed and pretty decent exit, so we're pretty much equal on the delta. This corner we nailed last time. Let's see what we can do now. We just go a little bit wide, just not really getting the car tucked in nicely like we did on the last lap. Now we are 700 down on Sergio Sabrino, so we're gonna have to do a mega final sector to beat his lap time. Again through the flat out section into this left hander, which we do, yeah, we lose a little bit more, but it wasn't too bad. But we know we can gain time in the final corner, and yeah, it's been a pretty terrible final corner, but still we carried so much more speed than last time.
Ik snap het
And
wel, bro.
yeah, We
Spannend
are
man.
going to improve here by like 3,000.
Hopen dat je top 3 eindigt.
There was a lot more in it,
Dat er nog maar
definitely, but yeah, in the end, P3 isn't very bad at all. So yeah, we're now kind of going to start Cypher P2 starting on the medium, so that's interesting strategy. We'll see how that pans out. So now we're gonna go 5 red lights, and away we go very quickly. So now we are going off the line. And here you can see I just get hit. I just get hit from the side, and it did lose me a position, so I wasn't very happy with it at all. So yeah, now booked in on our outside. We just understeered a little bit into him, but yeah, he has the outside, so he gets the position. Anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. So we're gonna have to give up here, and we've lost 2 positions. And I can tell you, I wasn't very happy with the tap teamwork gave me at like the start, because yeah, as Ryan Jacobs tries to go around our outside, which he doesn't manage to. But yeah, I wasn't very happy at all, like you might imagine, because it lost me 2 positions. But yeah, we're now gonna have to settle in. Cypher will probably be gapping us due to starting on the medium tires. And like you'll see in this race, the tires in this game are very interesting. Um, just the way new tires are compared to used tires, you'll see later in this race, is very interesting. As yeah, I done a little bit of race practice on my own. I didn't know the pace of anyone else, but I felt in a good rhythm. I felt like my pace was pretty solid. And at the start of this race, it seems like that's the case as well. So now run off the first lap. Ryan Jacobs is using a lot of heroes because Jan Hallett is trying to go for a move. Yeah, I don't think he makes a move in the end.
Ja, ik kan jouw beeld.
No, he
Beeld
doesn't.
niet zien. Dus vandaar dat
As now we're headed up onto lap 6. We've gotten quite a lot of our heroes still left because ahead of us they use quite a bit. So Cypher's put away a little bit, not too far. Yeah, our pace was feeling very good. I was very happy with my pace, as I will be looking to go for a move soon, as Bogdan goes quite out wide. But here, the safety car gets deployed. So yeah, I was struggling. I didn't know what to do, and considering it was a social race, I was gonna go for a bold strategy. I was gonna go for a medium strategy from here on. Yeah, so here heading into the pit lane, very wide pit lane here. So, yeah, I think Cypher's also gone into pit lane. He's going to the hard, so we'll try to make the end on those tires. So now, turning into the pit lane, onto the medium tires we go. I know that the mediums are very good tire. Like I said, the new tires on this game are very interesting. They are so much quicker than on even 1 lap older tires. Especially on the first lap on those newer tires, you're so much faster. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, onto lap 9, it's a restart. We're on P9, so we haven't lost that much. With making the pit stop, we're over a little like 7 positions, which isn't too bad. We're trying to get the restart right. So if Cypher right ahead of us, he was leading the race actually on his mediums. As now we get a pretty good restart. Cypher also does. As he gets next to Harlem Marcus, he's on the outside. But I don't think he's gonna go for the overtake here. As Harlem actually goes for the overtake on Ben Marple, I get absolutely dive bombed by this mad brain. Wasn't very happy with that at all. So now Andres Lopez just decides to try and murder us. So yeah, not very happy with that at all. It's this mad brain tries to go down our inside. It doesn't make it work. As I'm obviously on this new medium, so I want to get moves done. And now I'm gonna go down the inside of Harlem, which we do make a mistake. So that's nice, 1 position gained. But our tire advantage on this first lap especially is just crazy. So I know I can get moves done there. But now the safety car gets deployed, so that yeah, that isn't very ideal for us. As now everyone can go to mediums and probably make the end of the race, or go into hard, whatever they want. If they sign on
Kijk
mediums,
eens wie
they
er
will
allemaal binnen zijn,
probably be
maat.
going to
Eén.
hard. But yeah, this
Je hebt
wasn't
echt geluk, man. Dit gaat waarschijnlijk
very
de winter
ideal.
worden. Dit gaat waarschijnlijk de winter worden, man.
Also interesting to note that I have like one lap old mediums pretty much, little bit older with the safety car laps. But you'll see that compared to these hards, as soon as you've gotten the first lap, the grip advantage is so crazy. So after you've gotten off that top bit of pace, then the tires get pretty equal compared to the hards. So the tire advantage won't be that big. So yeah, we've done those first laps obviously. So now like the peak performance is out of these tires. So yeah, we are gonna be faster, but the slipstream effect in the DRS is just so powerful in this game, and there's not really any dirty air either. So that makes it yeah, it makes it very hard to get out of DRS, and makes it pretty much only possible on like the first lap on your new mediums. So like when you start on them, otherwise the slipstream and DRS effect is just too big to gap anyone. So now we go for the overtake on Cypher, go down the inside, get the fast lap, not really surprising on mediums, but yeah, we don't use any more of our ERS than needed. Cypher just backs off, we get the position done. And we're now leading this race, but I still wasn't sure what to do with strategy, if I was going to go to the end or what I was going to do, I had no idea. As now lap 15, end of lap 15, you can just see Cypher is 4 tenths behind, and on last year's game, if someone would be 4 tenths behind on a straight like this, they would probably not overtake you. But here you'll see I was pretty low on the ERS because I tried to gap him, but I realized there was no point. But you'll just see how much faster the people behind me are with the ERS and DRS and slipstream. It's just crazy how much more top speed you get from that. So there was nothing for me to do there. There was no way for me to defend that. As Joseph Loke, who was on, well, I think we're like a little bit newer tires than me. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. But he's also not able to pull away from Cypher. As now I have Sergio Sabrino, who I do know that he was on the newer tires, and I just saw his pace advantage, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight it. But yeah, in the end, I maybe should have fought this harder. She goes down our inside. There's no point I thought really in fighting this, so I let him go. And I was expecting for Sergio Sabrino, considering the pace advantage he had over me, to be making moves rapidly. But that wasn't really the case. I was able to stick with him very easily because his peak performance of the tires dropped off, and that meant that our pace was actually pretty equal. So yeah, he wasn't really able to make any overtakes either, and I was just able to stay with him very easily with the DRS and slipstream, and not having to use any overtake. Now Joseph Loke and Cypher going side by side down to turn one. Joseph Loke is actually flashing, so he has tried what I was trying to do and probably pull the gap, but he realized it was never going to happen. As you can see, Joseph Loke very close behind Cypher. I don't really know why he's doing that because there's no point. He's not going to get any overtakes on here. It's just you can just see how easy it is to follow on this game. It's just pretty ridiculous. As now Joseph Loke outbreaks himself and drives fully into Cypher, fully smashes into Cypher, and I think loses his wing. And I'm not sure what happened to Cypher. I don't think he DNF'd or anything, but yeah, this is very good for our race. I was 100% convinced that I was going to the pit lane. I knew that was the right strategy with the new tire advantage being very big. So now Joseph Loke's behind me, and I knew people were going to try and overtake into the pit lane. But still, I didn't want to risk anything, and Joseph Loke, I don't know what he was doing, but he just decided to break himself into the pit lane, got 5 seconds, get a new wing. Having to wait for the 5 seconds to be removed, I think. So I think on this game that immediately gets yeah, served. So yeah, not very smart of him to do that. But me, Sergio Sabrino in the professional lead. We were the
Nou,
only
dat
ones
gaat
without
echt
penalties.
de grootste boten worden
I only
die
had
er
one
is, hè,
warning
Richard.
as Christian Jacobs.
Die heeft al geen pace, hè? Laat staan.
Has stayed out,
Jack is
and
gezond,
he's gonna try
Ik,
and keep the lead, but considering the pace advance from new tires is very big on this game, it does look pretty unlikely. As Christian Jacobs already under attack from Sergio Sabrino, there's no way he's going to be able to stay ahead of Sergio, I was thinking, but here I don't think Sergio's using a lot of his DRS because Christian actually manages to stay pretty similar to him, but now Sergio Sabrino switchbacks him. Sergio Sabrino tries to go around the outside. Christian Jacobs tried to stay up his inside, but yeah, I wanted to avoid it and went into the gravel. But now Joseph Loke again is just causing absolute carnage as he spins around. So yeah, we've lost one position to Jack Humphries at this. So now I just need to get past Christian as fast as possible. So I go down his inside. He decides to absolutely turn in on me. Still get the move done. Very clean driving from him there. As now he just decides to absolutely dive on me for no reason. So yeah, I'll lose a bit more time with that. Having to use a lot of my battery because Rishan decided that it was going to be a good decision to fight me, so I wasn't very happy. But yeah, as Matt Brain now gets past him with 24 seconds of penalties, so that's interesting. So yeah, you can see he's inventing his own layout there. Probably getting another warning. Don't know what he was really up to, but yeah, it didn't really seem to be his race. As now Jack Humphries is on the soft tires, but he has 6 seconds. But I was expecting these softs to drop off soon, as Matt's getting a lot of time on me, which was a little bit scary, but yeah, I managed to stay ahead. No problems. We also managed to stay in the DRS of Sergio and Jack. Because my pace, it was just very good. I just had really good pace. I was very happy with my pace. My qualifying, Sergio did a 0.0. My PB was a 0.163, I think. So yeah, a little bit off, but yeah, I think that probably with a bit more practice, that was definitely in there. And just the race pace was very solid. I was very happy with my race pace. As now we're eyeing up a move on Jack Humphries. You can just see the slipstream even through the flat out section. It's just so effective when you're very close behind someone. As this is the lap where I just knew I had to overtake Jack here. Because I was just way faster. So now we're gonna use all of the battery. We're gonna pull alongside, and the safety car comes out, and Jack really brakes. I didn't know what to do, give him the position back. He was ahead when the safety car came out, but considering the game will glitch very easily, I didn't decide to like go off track and try to give him the position back because people will try and capitalize. But this was very crucial. But now we're only gonna have one lap of racing to decide this race. Might remember you of something else. But yeah, we're both on the same tires, and it's just all about this restart here. As I thought maybe I could get him, but yeah, Sergio gets a really good restart. But we're gonna use all of our overtake, tuck into the slipstream, which is very powerful. As you'll see, I'm gaining a lot. I might even be able to go for a move here. We decided to go around the outside because I thought that was the only real opportunity I had. I had just not enough grip on the outside. So getting a little bit pressure from behind, but yeah, there's no real threat. As now I knew it wasn't really over yet. But now through these right-handers, I just pick up so much understeer. I just completely screwed up. We're 4 tenths back, and it's looking very unlikely for us to win this race now. But we're gonna do everything we can to still try and get past. Just now go a little bit wide again on this right-hander, and through this flat-out section, I kept my ERS on and just understeered. I just lost so much time with that as well. Then just understeered here, so. Yeah, on the final lap there was just too many mistakes, and Sergio was just a little bit too quick because his pace was very good. I can't say anything else. His pace was just very solid. This is the final time going through the flat section into this left-hander. We're not gonna be close enough to Sergio to go for a move. probably if the safety car didn't come out, I would have had DRS and I would have had an opportunity. I still had an
Dat
opportunity,
is
but I
wel
didn't
eerlijk
really
gezegd.
get the restart well enough, which was just a good job from
Leuk
Sergio.
dicht, goeie pace man. Goed gereden.
But yeah, in the end, I could have maybe won the race if it wasn't for the safety car. But a
Okay.
P2 in this first WOR race, the
Hij zit
social
ook al
race,
vol, hè.
I was
Hij zit
very
ook al
happy
redelijk
with.
vol.
And yeah, I enjoyed this one. It was a lot of good racing, a lot of dirty racing, but I think I kept my nose clean.
Hij
The
is dan ook
qualifying was
sterk in
good.
bochten.
Not as good
Ja.
as could have been, but it was still pretty solid. So yeah, overall, only positive to take from this, and yeah, this was a
Ja, nee,
very fun race to
en
commentate over as well. A lot
bochten
happening.
verliest dan veel tijd.
So
Gebeurt hier.
I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video, and I'll be uploading more league racing videos as soon as I do more racing. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. As I want to thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye bye.